China and the US are caught up in a trade war, and Australia is looking to cash in. You've probably seen these pictures of Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and US President Donald Trump celebrating after they signed a major agreement on rare earth minerals. Why is this a big deal? Well, China is a major exporter of what's known as rare earths, 17 elements on the periodic table, which are used in everything from renewables, electric vehicles, and AI. In early October, China announced restrictions on their exports of rare earths. This is a big deal because 70% of the world's rare earths are mined in China and 90% of them are processed there. The US, which is home to major tech companies in Silicon Valley, need rare earths to make things like mobile phones, EVs, and renewable technology. In response, US President Donald Trump announced an additional 100% tariffs on imports from China from November. That's on top of the existing 35%. This means that American importers need to pay an additional 100% levy on goods imported from China. So the trade war between the US and China is getting really ugly. Enter Australia. Australia happens to have large reserves of rare earths and it wants to capitalise on the demand. But the thing to note is that rare earths actually aren't that rare. They're abundant but in small quantities, which makes it really difficult and expensive to extract and mine, and it's extremely hazardous. Historically, we also haven't really processed our own rare earth metals. Historically, we'd export it to China because the process is very expensive and it's extremely polluting. And then there's another thing. Because China has had such a market dominance, it's often kept its prices super low to disincentivize countries like Australia from getting in on the action. Australia and the US have both committed to an $8.5 billion deal to invest in projects that would expand mining capacity and our ability to process them. This deal is about taking away China's dominance in the sector, but Australia also could potentially make a lot of money.